I'm just sitting kind of tucked over in the back because it's super loud, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that. So I had to turn the camera back to myself with my funky, weird Mormon hat or Amish hat, whatever. But the thing about living here with a child is I'm giving him a more conservative kind of existence without the fear and a more positive way to grow up. Bullying here exists, but mostly it's a socio-economical kind of thing. But people tend to the kids tend to kind of group together, in those in that structure, and they have a true bond, and that's everlasting for these guys. There's hardly anybody that I know from school these days. But here, these guys, he was my classmate, back in the 80s, and, they're still buddies to this day. So that gives you a sense of, the bond and the connection that can be developed here still. And I'm not saying that doesn't occur elsewhere throughout the world, but it seems to be more prevalent here. And that is definitely something that, sorry, got mosquitoes. That is definitely something that is a reason why. But yeah, raising a child here under this umbrage of their belief systems and their structure is just exceedingly more appealing to a lot of people. And not only that, it's more affordable to raise a kid here. And my kid is a blessing and a joy, and a lot of people might not want to traverse those waters at an older age, but I tell you, man, the patience level that I have now, of course he's young and he's not a teenager and he's not challenging me, but it just feels different. I have more experience, more patience. I know the mistakes that I made in the past, and I don't repeat them. And it's just it's all in all light years better raising a child here. And single guys that are coming here and considering coupling up with somebody who doesn't have a kid, you have to be aware that might be a prerequisite for the woman that you hook up with long term, because they want to have, well, most of them want to have kids, and they want to have more than one. Like my wife, she wants to have more than one, but I don't want to do that. I'm already going to be, a grandpa age when my son is graduating from high school, and I know many guys do that, but to me, personal preference, one is enough, and that's all she's getting from me, unless some unforeseeable accident occurs. You may not think kids are right for you at your age or under your financial capacity, but it's totally doable. Totally doable. I mean, we had the birth of our son out of pocket was less than $1,000, and if you don't have health insurance in the West, which a lot of people don't, it's going to cost you significantly more than that. And everything else that goes with it, healthcare, although you have to pay out of pocket, is extremely affordable. So to me, all of the bullying and the crappy opinions and the lack of spirituality that is going on over in the West is not something that I want to subject my kid to, and something that I don't have to subject him to. It's a choice. I could choose to take him home to the States and live there, but I absolutely won't, for those reasons. Because here it's just much more peaceful. It's much more slower pace. It's much more friendly, and it's much more happier. The happiness that he gleans from here far outshines all the negativity that would rub off on him over there, and I don't want that, and he's not going to have that. I'm going to set him up, with the ability to be successful. I'm going to leave him things that will carry on in his life, and he will be set. Not only that, he'll also be a dual citizen, so should he choose to go over there and live amongst all that stink and rot and debauchery, then, he can certainly do that. He's got free will, and he'll be able to choose his own adventure. And that's what you need to do. You need to choose your own adventure, and you need to decide, is it really worth it to be staying in a place that brings you down and bogs you down? Because here everything is just elevated, spiritually, mentally, physically, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's kind of the gist of why I choose to raise my kid here. And I think that people should also consider doing that as well. I mean, even if you're in the West and you have American kids or German kids or wherever you're from, I've known people that have brought their children here and lived here, and it's a breath of fresh air for them, and it works out quite well. And again, if you're dissatisfied with the educational system here, then you can pay. It's all about the money. If you've got the budget to pay for, higher education, then do it. If you've got the patience to do it yourself, then do it. You have many, many options, but it's definitely highly recommended by me and by many other people to raise children here. So anyways, appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.